Hello, YouTube family. I'm going to apologize ahead of time for the length of this video. I already know it's going to be a long one. So sit back, relax, and prepare yourself for some Wisdom Junkie entertainment. Boswell's. First time smoking it. Really good tobacco. I love it. Go back and press pause if you want to read it. Kind of made me hungry though when I opened it. What does it look like? A brownie. Very moist. But upon that first light, I really could taste that beautiful Latakia. Wonderful smoke. You may be wondering, what's up with the label? Well, during my technology hiatus, I had time to complete a project I had been putting off for years. For years I have saved my cigar labels, and most recently I've been saving my pipe tobacco labels. My original plan was to turn them into basically my old house. I used to have a workbench, and I was basically gonna glue them all out on the workbench top, and then you cover that workbench with like clear epoxy or acrylic or whatever. So basically I'd be working, it would be permanently cemented underneath a clear coat I would work on. Well, long story short, after 12 years, we had to short sale that house last year. So I lost my workbench. And then I watched Big Al Crusher's video about his garage. And I noticed he had something similar on his wall. So Big Al inspired me to finish this project on my technology hiatus. This was the result. Check it out. Pipes and cigars. So, I'll go over it real slow. Look at that. Pretty cool, huh? I fully intend to hang this at my office at work, actually. Maybe there's some brands in there that you like or have smoked or whatever. This is basically my tobacco label collection over the course of many, many years. You know, the ones I've kept and subsequently now framed. So One of the lessons in being technology free is that you have more time to do things that are not based in technology. And that was one of them. Really enjoyed doing that, actually. So I committed to doing that instead of the workbench thing because, I lost my house last year, short sale. And the reason why I lost my house on a short sale is because my wife was having some big medical problems for many years. About 4 years she didn't work, and it just caught up with us. And so we short sold the house. Cut our cost of living basically in half by renting in another city. So, long story short, she gets better, she gets back on her feet, back to work, part-time. About 3 months ago, we started to get things back to normal. And then Christmas Eve this year, a couple weeks ago, comes around. And stepping out of the shower, I was in the room and she was stepping out of the shower and she looks at me with this ghost look on her face. Turns out she found a lump in her breast. Christmas Eve. Huzzah. So, without the long and drawn out version, long story short is that we were able to confirm about 2 days ago that she is stage 2 breast cancer. Treatable, but treatable through a double mastectomy and a year of chemotherapy. So, why am I telling you this? I don't want you to feel sorry for me or anything, but I needed to tell you that today was the last day, or I can no longer continue with this technology simplicity project. The last 48 hours have been very, very stressful for our family, as you can imagine. I know some of you have dealt with cancer, and some of you are currently dealing with it now. And it's a tough gig. So, we have a long, hard year ahead of us in this family. The reason why I'm backing out of this project at day 10 instead of day 14 is because I've been cheating a lot in the last 24 hours. And I needed to cop to that. And I've been cheating because I needed to be able to start focusing on research about what life is like with breast cancer and treatment and everything, and that led to a need for more distraction and away from things that are going on here. And I tried books, and books only got me so far. And writing helped me out quite a bit. But for some reason, at the end of the day, I kept coming back to you guys' videos and wanting to escape my life by entering into yours. I didn't watch a lot of videos. There's a few I watched. Not many. Probably 4 or 5. And by this morning, I was watching Public Piper's video. The most recent one. About why he likes the YouTube community and diversity and such. And I realized that I had to I had obviously failed in my 14-day endeavor to complete the project in 14 days. But, not to make excuses, but it's like I said, things have happened in the last 48 hours that have really taken my mind off of things. And I guess in some sense, it's the reality of my wife's situation and our family situation that should help me focus more maybe on less technology as a distraction and bring me more towards the family. But I can tell you that our family in the last couple of days have gotten closer than ever before, technology or not. And some of the reason why we have gotten closer because of her situation is because of technology and what technology offers people today, in terms of communication and the ability to stay in contact with one another. The lesson learned, I think, in this project is that isolation from technology is a good thing to a degree. Isolation from other people is not necessarily a good thing all the time. And if the thing that keeps people together is technology, then that technology is a good thing. That's what I've learned. And but like with anything else, it needs to be taken in small amounts, reasonable, balanced amounts. This project has given me clarity on what is important to me in terms of technology in this life and what is not. Facebook is no longer important to me. It serves no purpose. Instagram, I don't think I'll go back to that. If you follow me on Instagram, thank you. I appreciate it. I will most likely take it down the account. Of all of them, I have found Twitter, I think, to be the most useless. Honestly. YouTube. I love. And I think I love it because it brings such a human connection to social media. A human connection that you just cannot get with any other form other than being in person. And even over the telephone. I've done video things back and forth with my brother, and even though that's not live, I have found that to be more interactive than even when talking live on a telephone. And I think that's why I like this platform. "10 days was long enough to learn the lessons I needed to learn. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, in one of his letters to Lucius, talks about the discursiveness in reading. In other words, the diversity, like reading too many things by too many authors in short amounts of time. And that a discursiveness in reading brings on chaos in the mind. And you can't really focus and learn anything. You really have to stay with those authors and really understand them and really read them and take them in one at a time and slowly, rather than trying to go branch out to a whole bunch of others at the same time. I can apply that same concept to social media now. I couldn't before. A discursiveness in a social media use leads to chaos of the life, for me. If I can just simply focus on YouTube with a reasoned level of use and eliminate the rest, I can become a better YouTube presenter. I can become a better friend to some degree to each of you. I think I can bring more focus on what I do here, and clarity, rather than constantly being distracted by many other things. Technology is not necessarily an evil thing. I thought it was going to be. I thought that was going to be the conclusion. The hypothesis was that, I don't know. I don't really know what my hypothesis was, but I could tell you at the end of this that I am better off than I was before. And I think that having learned the lessons I've learned about technology and not using and depending on it as much in the past 10 days is going to help me with the situation I'm currently in with my wife and her breast cancer. Because one of the things it's done is reduced my inattentiveness to my family. You guys think I read a lot? That has nothing on my social media and computer and gadgetry use and the amount of time that takes away from my family. This morning when I got up, rather than sitting on the internet and watching YouTube videos forever and this and that, I played with a Hot Wheels track with my grandson for about an hour. I would never have done that otherwise. I just wouldn't have. It was time well spent. My wife will need my attention now more than ever. So, this project is officially complete. I'm going back online. I'm probably not going to reinstall Facebook and Instagram like I said, or Twitter. I'll remain here. But this was a good project, and I hope that you followed me along the way. I'm now going to make some time over the next couple of days to go through all of your responses and try to reply to them as much as I can. I appreciate them. I'd like to move forward with a contest. I'm very close to 200 subscribers. Once I hit 200, I will get more serious about that. Even though I have this situation personally in my family, I don't know how much I'll talk about it. I don't know what this channel will turn into. I don't know if it will continue to be focused on just philosophy and reading, or I don't know. Public Piper talked about how you have basically two different classes of people. The presenters only with thoughtful content about tobacco or a particular subject, and they stick only to that period. Then you have the other class of people who just shoot the shit and talk about their lives all the time. And I admit that for a long time I was here, and then I have gradually started moving over to this side, and somewhere I want to be able to find a balance. And that balance, I think, is yet to be completely figured out, but I'm on my way. We'll see what this year brings. So far, it's not been a very good one. I think my studies in Stoic philosophy will help me in the coming year deal with what's going on in my personal life. And so, with that said, maybe I will continue on in the next series of videos to talk about that. I don't know how Stoicism will apply to my family situation, my own life, and maybe do some teaching with that if you're interested. I don't know. I do know that I find value in doing these videos. I hope that you do too. I don't know. And I will continue to do them. I'm not going anywhere. So I told you this was me a long video. I'm sorry, we're already 20 minutes in. But day 10 is complete. I'm looking forward to getting caught up with you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for commenting. And above all, thank you for being my distraction during this very difficult time with my family. Smoky Lamp is out.